Hello and welcome to Transfer Spotlights, our series highlighting the people, programs, and departments that make UMass great, with a specific focus on need-to-know information for transfer students. I am joined this week by Genny Beemyn, Director of the Stonewall Center. Genny, thank you for joining me.
You're very welcome.
So would you mind giving us a kind of an overview of the Stonewall Center and some of the services and programs it offers?
Absolutely. So the Stonewall Center is the LGBTQIA plus center on campus. We are the third oldest campus LGBTQ plus center in the country after the ones at Michigan and Penn. So we've been around since 1985 and we do a lot of things. We work to provide community for LGBTQIA plus students, particularly for queer and trans students of color. We do a lot of events to provide community. We do a lot of social events as well. We do trainings for our faculty, staff, student groups to make them more educated about LGBTQIA plus individuals. We advocate on behalf of the community, particularly for trans students in the past 15 years to make UMass a more trans-friendly campus. We provide support to individual students and student groups, and if we can't help someone, we refer them to other folks who could.
In terms of all the services that the center offers, what services in the Stonewall Center would be especially helpful for transfer students? Yeah.
We have a peer mentorship program matching incoming with returning students. We've had a number of transfer students take advantage of that. It's a really great opportunity to know someone when you come to campus. It's great that they put a lot of the transfer students together so that you have a common experience and people coming from that same experience of being new to school and having gone elsewhere before. But it means then you're not surrounded by people who know anything about campus. It really is great for students to get a sense of what life is like for LGBTQIA plus students on campus, but just like what's life like on campus in general. So it's a great way to know somebody as soon as you get to campus. We try to match people prior to arrival. So if a transfer student is interested in being part of that program, they should contact us over the summer. We will start putting the word out in July, encouraging people to both be mentors and be mentees. And so transfer students should look for that. We also do a lot of programming during first week in a normal year. We have an open house where maybe 100 so people jam into the Stonewall Center and overflow the Stonewall Center. That's a great way to meet other students and to meet out faculty and staff. We also do other first week events like a pool party that's really, really fun. Students who are trans who want to use a different name than their dead name or birth name should contact us over the summer so they can have their U-card, their UMass ID card issued in that name rather than having the card be issued in that dead name and have to get a new one, which is a pain in the butt. So students who want to have a different name should contact us over the summer so we can facilitate that process. So when you come here, the name that anyone will see will be the name that you use for yourself.
If a student's coming in for winter session, because we have some transfer students come in for spring, should they similarly do some of that stuff over the winter break?
Absolutely. Contact us as soon as you plan to come to UMass so that we can make sure that the registrar's office has the right name, has the right gender marker for a student so that they don't have to deal with being misgendered by at least administratively misgendered.
Fantastic. So another question that I have kind of to go more broad, when we talk to students on campuses, a lot of their questions are, what is life like at UMass for LGBTQIA plus students?
Yeah, so I answer that question in a couple different ways. For the past 10 years, we have been rated as one of the top 10 colleges in the country for being LGBTQ plus friendly by Campus Pride, which is a national LGBTQ youth advocacy group. So very proud of that. And that's based upon policies, the policies we have in place to support LGBTQIA plus students. We probably have more trans supportive policies in place officially to support trans students than probably any other college in the country. I spent a lot of time over the past 15 years making sure that UMass was going to be doing right by its trans students. And there's been a lot of support on campus as well for making us into a really great campus for trans students. So I'm really proud of that. There's also a lot to do on campus. Stonewall sponsors at least one event each week during the school year. Student groups sponsor events. There are 5 college LGBTQIA plus events. So there's a lot to do. There are a lot of student groups, support groups. We run 2 support groups, one for graduate students and one for undergraduate students. It's also a really supportive area. 2 years ago, Massachusetts had a referendum on trans rights, whether trans people should have the right to use the bathrooms in keeping with their gender identity. Unfortunately, that got put onto the ballot. Happy to say that Massachusetts, by about 2/3 of a margin, said we want to support trans people. In the area around Amherst, it was in the high 80s, low 90s. We were, along with Cambridge, Somerville, we were the most supportive place in the state. So there's a lot of really supportive folks around campus. So it's not one of those places where you're on campus and it's safe and comfortable and things are good, but you leave campus and it's a danger zone. That's not the case here. Even though it's a very rural area, it's probably the most LGBTQ plus friendly rural area in the country, I would say.
That's fantastic. Always fantastic to hear that. The last question that I have is kind of a broad one. Doesn't have to be about Stonewall Center, though. It's okay if it is, obviously. Is there anything you would want incoming students to know as they go through their transition to UMass?
Well, I would just say that, you know, the Stonewall Center is here to support you. That if you have any issues that are going on, need help finding community, want to be connected to resources. We have a lot of information on our website about resources and support systems and such, but reach out, you know, that's what we do. So feel free to contact us if we can provide any help, or we could try to steer you to places that can provide you with the help if we don't have the answers ourselves.